Hello everyone, welcome back to another session by K21 Academy. Today our expert trainer will be discussing about EBS Cloud Manager version, admin password and group change. So let's get into the video.
Right, so if you want to know basically the version, what is the current version, there are two ways. Okay, one is directly go to EBS CM admin -v and it is going to give you the version, or you can just go with the version details here, okay, as a parameter, and it will give you what is the current version and what is the latest version. And with the message, it is going to give you that your cloud manager is up to date. Okay, in case if the new version is there or so, then there is a self-update.pl utility through which you can directly upgrade your cloud manager directly. Okay, we will see that too. Let me here. So this is say my EBS CM admin. So if you don't know anything, what are the options there, just run this and then you can see here the version details. So it is going to give you that what is your current version, what is your latest version. So I have upgraded this I think when I have created it, I have upgraded this as well. So now you are going to see the latest version here. So this is up to date here. Okay, now there are some options which you might be using, not that frequent, but yes, your admin password is there when at the time of configuring you are giving that. Okay, now there is one catch there, okay, that you have to remember that the password or whatever you have given. So make sure you note down that password somewhere or keep it in some password management utility or somewhere so that you don't forget. Okay, because if you forget that, then it will be really difficult aspect to retrieve the password, because password is stored in the MySQL database at the backend, and looks like it's a bit tough route to retrieve the old password. So in that case, of course, you will not be able to change it, you will not be able to upgrade it, and even like if you want to bounce your EBS Cloud Manager, you will be able to stop, but while starting it will ask you the admin password. So if you forget it, you will not be able to make that up. So make sure, because I am facing that with one of my cloud manager instance, so I'm not able to upgrade that, because while upgrading also it will ask you the password, and looks like I have messed up with the password, so I don't have that as of now. So I'm working with Oracle that okay, how we can retrieve it. So till now there is no clue even given by Oracle as well, because there are some ways I have just find it out on how you can retrieve the password on the MySQL site, but seems that is not working. Right, so that is how you always, because if you see here, when I say use the change admin password, it is going to ask me the current password first and then allow me to change the password. So you should know the current password. So there is no option here to skip that, okay, or forcefully change the password. Right, and yes, it is going to restart your cloud manager once you change it. So even though like here we can basically, I know the password of this. So say if I run this and say the first one, so that is where it says that okay, the current password you need to provide it. So this is my password, and now it is asking me to change the new password. And this is going to be say my new password. Again, I have to re-enter. And now it is, going to change that. So if you see here, it is stopping the node and the job server, and then it is going to start again my EBS Cloud Manager. Okay, 22.1.1.2 is the latest version, which has got all the latest fixes and the features available in that, right? Okay, now let's see the admin group. So group change, basically EBS Cloud Manager has got the group as well there, owned by Oracle and all. If you want to have a group change there, okay, maybe, this is required, say when I want to give an access to my network team, right? So that network team will be having, this group is directly related to the group which we have created in the OCI console. So this is that group change. So I can change the group for time being, and then again, give the access to my network team. And then once they are done with that, okay, maybe during the configuration or the load balancer or whatever, network related activities are there, then I can change the group as an cloud manager administrator and can perform, bring it back to my original group. Okay, and or the other option is I can give the network, access policies to this group as well. Okay, and they will be able to access that. So that is where one way where we don't have to change the group from here, but we can give more access to the group related to the network and can later on revoke that. So that is another option which you can basically perform. Right. The load balancer administration. So this is basically going to deal with the load balancer which comes with the cloud manager, not the EBS instance cloud, the load balancer. This is going to deal with it. So I can see the list of compatible load balancers there. Okay. What are the compatible load balancers which are available? Okay. And apart from that, I can also change the load balancer. Like suppose if I want to change the load balancer, maybe because the load balancer, IP address, or I have created and allocated the new IP address, or I want to have a lower size load balancer, I can go ahead and change the load balancer from the EBS Cloud admin and can change it. Okay. Now, if you have seen my cloud manager URL, which has come, is basically having the IP address, which is not generally a good practice to access any instance using the IP address. Okay, so you want to hide that IP address and want to have a load balancer, fully qualified domain name, so that I can access that with my domain name. So that is where you see here I have updated it and have put it as the test.k21academy.com 8082. Okay, so 8081 is the port which it uses internally. So I have changed that to 8082, and along with that test.k21academy.com. So now onwards, I will be accessing my cloud manager with this URL. So if that configuration is required, you need to you can do it with the EBS CM admin. So even if you see here, the instance, the new demo instance which I have created, it is basically having okay, so this is basically is going to be in the demo compartment and in the London region. Yeah, so this is my load balancer, and these are my subnets and all that are created. and it has got the URL, which, so it is my, yeah, this is the one. So my EBS CM dot my EBS CM 12.example.com. Okay, so I'm not giving the IP address, but I am giving the host name here. So this is wrong user. So this is the demo cloud manager which we have created it. Okay, and here nothing is there. I didn't provision any instance yet. But yeah, another option to see about your cloud manager version is here. So just wait for a few seconds and it is going to populate the versions here with the IP address, the public IP address as well. And in case if this is on the lower side and the new version is released, it will give you the update here as well, that the new version has been released. Right, so this is my, I can do the provisioning part and everything here. Or the advanced one. So this is my cloud manager, latest one, and have got everything configured in this. Right. So, and this cloud manager, I'm accessing it using the URL, which is having the fully qualified domain name. And there is another requirement where you want to change the certificates, then that also you can do it. So here you need to make a DNS entries, you need to opt in the certificate from the networking and then upload it on the load balancer side. So load balancer has got an option there to upload the certificate, or even you can go with the self-signed certificate as well. So that is another option which is available in the load balancer. Okay. On the IDCS configuration, the new client ID or the secret and the tenant you want to update it, you can basically perform those things. If you remember, while configuring, we are giving these three things. We are noting it on the IDCS side, that is related to the client ID, the client secret, and the tenant. Okay, well, whatever way it is doing, like even if the old way of configuring using an identity cloud service, or even if you are using the identity domain, in both the cases these three things will be generated. Okay, so if you want to change that, okay, maybe you have registered the new application and in that you need to update it, so you can basically perform those things. Okay, or maybe you want to use the same load balancer. Okay, say I have taken my backup and everything and I have created the new cloud manager, but I want to use the same load balancer there, or want to reuse that. So here I can just go ahead and register the application, and here I can go ahead and change it. So with the minimum configuration changes, you will be able to reuse your instance back. Okay, now there are multiple workers because it runs into parallel. Okay, so maximum workers which you can give it depends on, like, the number of CPUs you have. So with one CPU, right, what we created it, or say minimum two CPUs, we can go ahead and give up to 20 workers. So if you want to reduce it or just change it, you can do that. Like here, you can update the worker counts too. Okay, the mailer configuration. So mailer configuration is like, in case if anything is there, all the activities which has been scheduled, or you can perform it, like suppose the backup, the provisioning and all. Once it is done, it is going to send an email notification that following activities has been started or has been completed or has been aborted. Whatever is the case, these notifications will be given to your email ID. Okay, whatever email you have configured it. Okay, so in case if suppose you are managing multiple instances or say have for the customer and you have got multiple team members working in shift or so, you can give a generic email ID so that everybody will be informed that okay, what activity is going on. You don't have to log into the cloud manager and see it again and again or have to give the access to that. And this is how you are going to configure it. Under the delivery service, you have got an email delivery. You can create an approver approved sender here, and then that can be configured back using this. So here email address, you need to give it the SMTP port, SMTP. So this is like the edge services of Oracle OCI. It is going to use it. Yeah, apart from that, you need to also generate the SMTP credentials of the user so that you can generate it directly. Once you log into that user, you will see all these keys and all. And here is an SMTP credentials, which you can generate it and can provide it here.
So guys, this was our cloud expert from Team K21 Academy. And if in case you have missed upon any concepts or if you want to have a deeper dive, then we have something really special for you. We have our free class on build, manage and migrate EBS R12 to cloud for beginners. Under this free class, you'll be learning about the future of EBS R12. You'll be learning about EBS R12 on cloud. You'll be learning about a holistic overview of Cloud Manager of EBS. You'll be getting a demo where you'll be learning about lift and shift to cloud. You'll be learning about the architecture. And most importantly, you'll be learning about some amazing job opportunities and a whole 8-week roadmap to get your life started on this. So if you want to register for this free class, all you have to do is just log on to k21academy.com/EBS Cloud 02 and you'll be seeing this kind of interface. You just have to click on book your free seats now, select your event date according to your availability, add your name, your email, your phone number, and click on yes, save my seat. Moving ahead, you'll be seeing this kind of URL on the extreme right. Save that URL to your calendars, and I'll see you in the free class. Till then, keep learning.